So thank you very much for your perseverance and stamina, staying up to this very last minute of the conference, and especially on a Saturday morning. This is remarkable. And I'm sure you agree with me that we have a very fruitful and substantial two-day conference. Although time is relatively short, only 2 days, we did manage to cover two very important areas in healthcare on this two-day conference. On day one, we had very lively discussion on the problems of aging and care of the elderly people, which had enormous ethical implications. These are not new problems at all, but these problems are becoming increasingly important because of the transformation in population demography, especially in the global cities. And then on day two, we changed gear to discuss problems related to the recent advances in genetic and genomic studies, and also on the care of patients with Alzheimer's disease. Thanks to all the speakers and the panelists, the presentations on both days, in my opinion, are just nothing but top class. And judging from the response and participation of the audience, I must say that the conference has been an astounding success. And I think we can't really ask for anything better. That being said, we must admit that bioethics is such an enormous field that we could have time to cover only a very tiny fraction of the tip of the iceberg in a two-day conference. And we need much more dialogue for future discussion on this very important area in future. And we hope our newly launched center could join hands with other centers and institutes and colleagues and friends, both local and overseas, to provide a platform for such dialogues in future. And I would like to take this opportunity to gratefully thank you all for your participation in the conference and for witnessing the launching of our center. I would like in particular to thank all our speakers and panelists for your very candid sharing of your experience and insight. If I may say, it is you who have made this conference such a wonderful success. Thank you very much. A special word of thanks, of course, must go to our co-organizer, the Hastings Center, Michael and Nancy, for your time and hard work in co-organizing this conference. I know how much effort you've put into it, and thank you. And I must also thank our local organizing committee and working group members, especially Dr. Edgar Jiang. I call him our ultimate leader, and he initiated everything. I must also mention our supporting organizations, especially the Central Policy Unit of the Hong Kong SAR government, for its unprecedented support of our initiative in bioethics. And last but not least, I would certainly like to thank you all for your participation and support. Thank you. On this note, I have to draw a close to our conference, and I wish you a more restful weekend, and to our friends from overseas, a safe trip back home. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Fok.